What's up again, everybody? It's Steve back with Atlantis Confirmed. Today's video, I had a really tough time wrestling with whether or not I was going to release this or not. I'm not an aliens guy. I've never been an aliens guy. I know this, to present something like this will blow my cred a lot with a lot of people who are, straight and narrow and stuff. But the worst happens is I end up looking like yet internet kook number 5,862. So who cares, right? Thanks for all my new subscribers. Thanks again for Johanna James, a bright shining star in our alternative research universe, which I'm glad to be a part of now. Thank you very much, everybody, for subscribing. Okay, so this is going to give all the ammunition to all my critics who say, "Oh, you're seeing things," but I have to go where the evidence takes me. So I'm just going to present the evidence, and I think by my last minute, I will utterly convince you. So stick with the video. I promise you, there is something I'm going to reveal at the very end that will blow your mind. Okay, here we go. So let's start real quick. We're just going to run through. That's our friend Squatterman, very genius David Talbot, Electric Universe, Symbols of an Alien Sky, Remembering the End of the World. This is what the ancients saw in the sky, because our planet used to be in a different arrangement. Our solar system is messed up. Mercury's in the wrong place. We're on the tilt. Uranus is on a tilt, and Neptune spins backwards. Something happened to our solar system. David Talbot suggests when we were in the proper alignment, we were much closer together as planets. An alignment happened that was very destructive and caused static plasma or some sort of electric charge to pass in between. We basically passed Mars back and forth between us and Venus till it tore it apart, and everything from Mars became the rings of Saturn. Okay, so here we go. So this is Squatterman. This is what they saw in the sky when the alignment was occurring and the plasma charge was occurring between the planets. This is known as Zep Tepi, the first time in Egypt, the Golden Age. We find Squatterman glyph all over the world. They had no communication supposedly, so they were all just drawing what they all saw in the sky, all over the world. Arizona, Tucson, United Arab Emirates, Italy, Venezuela, Spain, New Mexico, Guyana. It's all there, right? Okay, because they saw it all, this became the creation story. We've got Yingana, because it looks like it's a dragonfly. We've got Yingana, who is the supreme creator goddess of ancient Australia, with her dilly bags that she spread across the world. This is the Adam and Eve. You see it's Squatterman. The ancient Egypt, it's Squatterman. The Iroquois saw him as a spider in the sky. This is another ancient indigenous American myth. He's holding up the sky. Atlas is holding up the sky. There's the world tree. He's holding up the sky. It's all Squatterman. It all comes back to Squatterman. Here we go again, just to show you some more imagery and how around the world it got represented in different cultures. You can pause the video and check for yourself, because I got to keep moving. I got a lot of ground to cover. This is what they were kind of seeing. It didn't always stay Squatterman. It's an electric plasma charge, and it's happening in a fluid situation between moving objects in space. So they're becoming different patterns, but these have been replicated in a lab. There you see the Yingana figure right there. This is the serpent that you will see. So look at this one right here. This guy became Yingana, which we find all over the world. There's the Egyptian headdress. This is down here. This is Ukraine, and this is India, and this is Australia. So you can find Yingana all over the world. Yingana was also the basis for Christ. I like this crucifix because you can really see. Here's the circles on the side. That's where he would be. The one that's at the top. Christ is just another in a series of deities that were based on Yingana. This is the Olmec that Very, very Asian looking Olmec who created the giant heads in South America. This baby position, we see all these figures squatted all the time. It's kind of like the Buddha. That is the inside shape of Squatterman. Here's the head, here's the shoulders, here's the knees. That's the inside. So even Buddhism comes and occult. This is Aleister Crowley in the Buddhist position because he knows that that's the Squatterman. He doesn't know what Squatterman is because they didn't know, and nobody knew until David Talbot figured it out. It's also, here's the occult. As above, so below. Here's one arm up, one arm down. See the goblet right there? That's representing that. The Earth's magnetic magnetosphere creates that symbol. It's the same thing. It's the then that means infinity. This goes on forever. This is why it's bad luck to hold your cheeks, because you're creating the Squatterman. There is another image of Aleister Crowley on the internet. He's kind of making nice of. He's got his fist turned outwards to create the circles more. This is another plasma charge that they saw in the sky that I'm sure you've sort of seen on those plasma balls. This is Elon Musk's baby mama, and that is what she got tattooed on her back. The elite know. The elite know. All right? This is also what they saw in the sky. These are very interesting carvings. It's obviously Squatterman 1, 2, and there's the thing with the feet. Yeah, this is on Mars. So that is not on Earth. That is Mars. So did your eyes just deceive you as well? And it's on the back of the other Moai. So I'll switch back, see the figures. This is also the root of when you see, I should have brought a picture of it up. When you see in the Book of the Dead for the Egyptians, there's always figures in the boat with the Pharaoh. That's what this is. This will match. I should have brought a picture up. This will match. He's traveling. I don't know where, but this is the Pharaoh. He's usually, according to the Book of the Dead, he's got to be accompanied by like 3 people, or like 2 women and one priest or something like that. This is what they saw. This got turned into swimmers on the other Moai. There's other Moai but these were more. That's why I see the light lines and the dark lines. This is a static charge they're seeing in the sky. Here is another Yingana, and this guy. It looks like the Yingana face that is up here on the other Moai. Okay, so I'll show you this. The Popol Vuh states that the first people were the mud people. Okay, the mud people in the codices of the Popol Vuh. This is an actual frame. Look like that. That looks exactly like that. The Moai are the mud people. And again, I don't think that the Maya stories are the first stories. I just think that was the latest incarnation of but these were called the mud people. My latest theory is that these were the Neanderthals. Okay, they look Neanderthalish, right? I think these were the Neanderthals. They're referring to them as the first people. Let's go back to this. You see how he's sort of got a helmet on, kind of, right? Well, I find that I think he also looks like he's kind of got the helmet on, but here he is in the back. This is the back of the other Moai. That is definitely the same figure as that right there. And I also found him in Stonehenge. Here he is, hidden in the block. He's also the Olmec heads. And this is an artist's rendition of what the face on Mars would have looked like regular. Look how, you see this lump on the top? Look how it matches. You see that lump right there? The helmet, all of that, it's the same. It's the same. My research has shown that they were expert at, I call it geoforming, basically where you're just carving a giant, piece of land, like a large, like a mini hill, a hill or something. You're carving the entire thing. I have no doubt in my mind that they had the ability to. I know that the Mars face is made up of a conglomeration of different rocks coming together. I think they had the ability to put that together. Just like artists today, there are works of art that you can only see from one angle. These guys did that. That's what they were. That's what they were doing. Okay, so these are all the mud people. I think these are the Neanderthals. Okay, so they were the first attempt. This is the actual face on Mars, and that's the artist rendition. Just wanted to show you how close. You see how he's got that same helmet? It's the same helmet that's on that guy. It's the same helmet. Okay, so this is also on Mars. I didn't find these. These were I just typed in weird pics on the net and was like, wow, I know what that is. Wow, I know what that is. People have spotted these themselves because it's such a secret that most of the guys working at NASA don't know what they're supposed to be hiding. So when they see something like this, it's just blank like everybody else. This looks exactly like the helmet that this is wearing and that this guy in Stonehenge is wearing. And here, it's a head on Mars laying on the ground. Here's another one. That's two. You know, is it pareidolia? I don't know. Am I the only one? Because I found these on the web. Do we all have pareidolia? I'm pronouncing that right. Or is there something there? So how many pareidolias add up to, hey, there's something here? I don't know. So, you know, how many examples? Because that looks exactly like that, looks exactly like that, looks exactly like that Olmec head, and looks exactly like that guy. All right, so I'm just putting the evidence out there. Somebody also spotted a petroglyph on Mars. This is one on Earth. You see the guy? It's the same helmet. It's the same helmet. See how it's kind of this U-shaped kind of thing? Somebody else found this, not me. I'm not the only one who is seeing this stuff. I'm just the only one who's putting it all together as an aggregate. This is the same helmet as that. This is the same helmet. Guys, I never thought I'd be here and saying ancient aliens. I never in a million years thought it, but I can't deny what I see with my own eyes. And you shouldn't either. Just because we don't know how doesn't mean it's not existing. Okay, this is also found. That's another guy. These are all three different examples. He looks exactly like the Moai head. They're looking up. Our Moai is looking up. They're looking at each other. Okay, so the Popol Vuh says the second people were the stick people who were wiped out by the cataclysm. I think first was the Squatterman event, which may have happened up to 140,000 years ago, and then was Graham Hancock's comet catastrophe cataclysm that basically wiped out what was left of the. That's why the ancient kings list is so much longer and stuff. Okay, so let's continue. So the stick figure people who were the followers of the stick figure. The stick figure people were the followers of of Squatterman because he's a stick figure. I think it got a mistranslation in the Mayan. They took stick as literal, like wood, and that's why they formed him out of wood. The 5 pieces of which you see in the Popol Vuh, they form him out of. They found in the pyramid, which matches the story in the Popol Vuh of the ball game and the skirt. They took it as the pleats for the Mayan skirt. But the ball, the scorpion in the back, and the 5 pieces of wood that represented the stick figure people that got wiped out were all found inside the Great Pyramid. So the Popol Vuh then states that the stick figure people that were left became the monkeys in the woods. This is one of the spider monkey gods that they said it was. Look, he's got the same expression as the Moai. He's looking up. The second people also looking up at the sky, the second figures and stuff. You had the Neanderthals, and then you had what I believe are the remnants of the Squatterman religion that got wiped out by the flood. Here is our Moai back, which I like better than the drawing now because the drawing isn't accurate for this arm. You can really see how these guys are anthropomorphic in on the Moai, how they're birdmen. The Rapa Nui based 1,000+ year old religion on the idea that these are birdmen. So you'll see this guy has a much stronger arm. This is the arm of one of the hero twins that gets ripped off. That's why it's so prevalent in the story and stuff, because it's so prevalent here. Okay, so let's see. These guys got turned into the hero twins, and their beaks got turned into blowguns, because in the Popol Vuh, this is Seven McCall. This is Saturn. In the Popol Vuh, it said that Seven McCall took over the sky both day and night and with his own light. He wanted to be the only god. The hero twins shoot him out of the sky. These were blowguns, not beaks, to the hero twins. I found this. This was from the Rapa Nui itself. They're showing how they dug out the Moai. I think this is them playing with the negative space as well. And what they're also showing these are rocks. We find rocks around the Moai and stuff in Easter Island. This is the same technique they used to get the obelisks out of Aswan. If you look under, it's the same technique. What they did was they hollowed it out like that. They put the stones underneath and then finished breaking it off the keel, and they literally rolled it on the stones. If you don't believe me, look up a video. There's a guy on YouTube who, he's an older man, like 60 years old, and he proved that he could take a 1-ton block of concrete, and using pebbles, essentially, or rounded stones, he moved it 300 feet an hour by himself. No machinery. By himself, using just the center of gravity and pebbles. That's how they moved these. I don't know how they cut them. That's still a mystery to me, but this is how they moved all of the giant megalithic work. Okay, so on the back of the Moai, we see this bird in particular. See him with his, see it's very, very particular. I always like to bring this up just because it's so obvious, and if you think I'm full of crap, well, here's my proof. This is an obelisk. See, these are people in Japan, which I feel has the most elegant work. The Japanese, whoever made it to Asia from this ancient culture, they were the most talented. This is the bird. It's the bird head. The crease is in the same place. There's even something messed up here. They even got the mess up in it where it's chipped right there. This is exactly the bird. It doesn't look like it from any other angle because, like I said, this is how artists today can make a picture that when you go like this, it disappears. That's what they were doing. These guys, the ancient Maya called their artists magicians. Thou shalt not create unto thee any graven image. Goes way, way further back than Christianity. They were afraid of this image. This image destroyed their world. But it also had a power that attracted you to it, and it's imprinted on us. Just like when you hear a loud noise, you shrug like that. It's an instinct. Just like a mother knows to love her young, it's instinct. Like a spider knows how to spin a web. This event got ingrained in all of us, so that we are naturally attracted to this image. But it also terrifies us. Okay, so. And that's how it's used in the occult, by the way. So they didn't want to make an actual representation of it because they thought they would bring it back. It's like He Who Shall Not Be Named. They don't want, or Beetlejuice. They don't want to summon him back, but they want to use the power of the image and stuff. So they went around and these are essentially religious scenes. Okay, so this is on Mars. 1, 2, 3, 4. This matches this guy. And I put him upside down because I almost think that the hooks are under the ground. And that's why. But that's awfully odd. And I have to do a disclaimer. I don't know if any of these are photoshopped. I'm taking the internet at face value, which I know I shouldn't do. But these have been around for a long time. So I don't know how anybody would have known to Photoshop this particular image. It's like they're too specific. This looks like such a random thing if you don't know what this is. So I don't think it's Photoshop because they wouldn't have known to Photoshop that. By the way, the mural, I keep forgetting to mention, the mural is not is not Squatterman himself. What the mural is in Göbekli Tepe and in on Easter Island, Rapa Nui, it's where they saw the Slender Man. All of this event happened at the Pole Star. So that's why the Pole Star is so important. In the older Göbekli one, the Pole Star, the circle position is Vega. It's the old Pole Star, thousands of years ago. The mural changed onto the Easter Island mural on Moai back because the Pole Star changed. They were remembering where they saw Squatterman. It's not a Squatterman itself. It's an homage to where they saw it. And if you could figure out where that was, you could travel anywhere you wanted. You always knew where north was in relative to where you are. So you could always find your way home. You just know, oh, I got to follow the Pole Star to north and work from there. So here's other places where we find this serpent. This is on Sacsayhuaman, and this is on Mars, which you're like, oh, ha, 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 he found a ledge that kind of looks like it. Well, I found more than a ledge. This is the Serpent Mound in Ohio. And if you take this perfect tracing line, it fits exactly on the back of the bird of the Moai. And they did subtle carving. These are hidden symbols. Go back and look at this picture of the Moai. You will see where there is a slight hump where these shapes come out. They are hidden. But if you trace the back, it is the Serpent Mound. If you take this tracing, it somehow lines up with this that looks like it's a serpent mound with the egg that it's swallowing right there. I know. I'd go trace it for yourself. I dare you. If you don't believe me, go and trace it for yourself. Okay, I'm going to show you where else it is. Okay, so here's the serpent mound. It's Sacsayhuaman. We always wondered, what is the shape of Sacsayhuaman? What is it from? They even have the egg right there. This is Sacsayhuaman. They have made they've made the serpent mound. This is all. It's a plasma blast, but it's also something else, and I'll reveal at the end. This is Playa Chatuma. It's the same thing. See the ridges? See the shape? This is your feathered serpent. That's your feathered serpent. Plasma charge. It's also based on something else that they recognized. Okay, so this is on Mars as well. I mean, I don't know how much I have to say. Look at it, right there. And there's the ball. There's the egg. There's the serpent head. There's the serpent. Guess where we sent Perseverance? Perseverance lands on Mars. Right there. What are we checking out there, Perseverance? All right, this is on Mars as well. Mateo thinks a giant worm is on Mars, but somebody spotted this. Here's the egg. Here's the worm. What's going on? What's going on? Why does this serpent and egg? Is it pareidolia, or is everybody have pareidolia, or is it just one of these days I'm gonna learn how to figure out how to pronounce that word? But this is on Cusco, I believe. So they've also created a serpent and a egg, just like the mound. So here they all are again. Plasma charges. They're plasma. This is at Sacsayhuaman. This is on Mars. This is also Sacsayhuaman. And here they've engraved it into the stone somehow. Whatever that stone technique they had it's the only thing I can't figure it out. It drives me nuts. Okay, so this is another pillar at Göbekli Tepe. You see the H blocks that match the H blocks at Pumapunku. There's also the face in there with the helmet. Yes, he's there. It is not Parapolia. Go check it out. See how these very particular snakes are running, right? All right, well, here's Tiwanaku, same kind of deal. Across the world, Turkey to South America. These are the Göbekli Tepe. This is another plasma charge. It's also shaped like the Göbekli Tepe. This is also where Tesla gets their insignia from. I told you, the elite know. The elite know all this. This is a Göbekli Tepe stela. You see the H's in his belt right there. The H's are the old symbol also for Orion, right there, because that's where the Orion is, or Freda's switch or rod in the Norse mythology. Um, he is literally wearing the belt of Orion. This figure. That's why it's he's wearing the belt of Orion. This is the Umo, the people who say that they're aliens from Mars symbol. It's Squatterman on its side, and it is also the belt buckle for this guy. So this is your H block. This is your H block, and it's also why it's the Orion. It's the belt of Orion, and it's Squatterman on the side. They're still honoring Squatterman. This is Göbekli Tepe. I pointed out in an earlier video today how Chaco Canyon, the first Mexico City, Göbekli Tepe, ancient Carthage, and probably the Recod structure, they were all Atlantis. They were the ancient culture had a motif that they built from, and what they were basically doing is creating the top of the cosmic mountain of Squatterman. Okay, so again, I'm going to show you some things that people put on the web I had nothing to do with. That these are just people, and again, I liken it to Close Encounters of the Third Kind, when I'm like the Richard Dreyfuss guy, and I'm starting to run into all these other people who have the same visions that I'm having, or you know, whatever you want to call it, the ideas. Here we go. The face on Mars. Do you see a match there? Is that pareidolia? I think there's, you know, the scars and the shape, the way. Look at the way this comes out here. See how the circle discontinues right here and opens? It's the same way. It's the same way right there with a rectangle eye, and you know, I don't know. I found this on the web, and I thought it was really interesting, especially the way these blocks around here make the smile on this side more. As luck would have it, I did Chaco Canyon. Someone put this online. This is someplace they found on Mars that they feel lines up with Chaco Canyon. Here, you know, this is Chaco Canyon up here. Somebody lined these up and said, and it wasn't me, and said, this is found on Mars. You can look that up yourself. Okay, so this is really going to blow your mind. Now we're starting to really get to the good stuff, okay? Easter Island, we know, was very specific. This is what is off Easter Island. This is the islands that are sort of like their satellite islands that the Rapa Nui have to swim to get the bird egg and everything like that. Let's start with this one. Where have you seen that before? It's the Eye of Horus. Right there. Okay, oh, you think I'm fooling, right? Okay, well, where have you seen that before? You can almost make it out already. There's the nose and the chin. What does that look like to you? That guy? Same thing. They're geo-carving. Oh, man, I always fucking... Oops, dude, sorry. And we're back. They are geo-carving, geoforming, terra carving, whatever you want to call it. That matches that guy. Also matches that guy. That 1, 2, 3. The Eye of Horus. And there are the matches of that. Okay, it's also our old friend and hero twin. I like this one because you see how anthropomorphic it is, and that's him. You see how this is the birth of the elongated heads right here, the elongated heads right here, because it was Squatterman. Squatterman, the top of him looks like he has an elongated head. That's where the worship of the elongated head comes from. This guy's almost even in the same position. This is the hero twin that the Maya took from the mythology of the back of the Moai. That is the same guy right there. And all that became headdress. All that became headdress right there. All that became headdress, and this is the guy, and these were their blowguns that they shoot Seven Macaw out of the sky. So you see, same kind of build. Look at the foot up, the foot right there, the hand, you know, it's the same guy, okay? Now, I want to just run through briefly. These are just some other things found in Mexico that are obvious. All the stuff I've shown you so far is new information. This is all the stuff that's been featuring like on Ancient Aliens and stuff like that that really makes you take a second look at. This does look like a spaceship. This does look like it's got somebody inside of it. This does look like this could have something to do with that. I don't know how you carve something like that without machinery. That is very specific work. And I think that it matches the Dendera. I think these are very similar. I think something's going on with this Dendera stamp there that has something to do with those images. This is another one. I'm just running through some of the obvious stuff that people have mentioned before. You know, you've got the spacesuit and stuff like that guy. Okay, so let's go back to more original material. This is the Göbekli Tepe pillar. People are saying, I can't see the skull. Look, you see the red guy right there? Clear as day. He's discolored. There's the headless body. There's the head. This is Zabulba. I love the word Zabulba in the Mayan underworld. This is the fake crab that gets put in the canyon to trap Zipacne. That Pakal on his sarcophagus is portraying because the Zipacne constellation starts there and shoots up into the heavens, so he's made himself Zipacne. This is 1 death. This is 7 death. The reason why this there, because this is the star chart. This is the pole star Vega. These were constellations around it. That's Pavo. This is Cygnus. This is Scorpio. And this guy was Ophiuchus, who is no longer in the zodiac. But the reason why he has you see his messed up eye there? He is the head. He is the guy. Here's the head. See it's messed up. You'll see more messed up eyes. Trust me. So see what he's doing? He's holding snakes in either hand. The reason why they took him out is because he gives the whole game away. This is Squatterman. These are the circles that are on either side. He's also Viracocha. So you see how he's holding the snake in either hand. This is every god self. This is where it started and everything. This gives the game away. He's in the northern section where the pole star is and everything. So they're representing Squatterman there. Okay, so here's more on Mars. This looks Sumerian to me, or Persian almost. Again, I don't know if this is photoshopped. I don't think they are. Maybe there's 1 or 2 in here that is, but how would these people know what to Photoshop in there? Why wouldn't you Photoshop in there, monster or something like that, right? So this is the Göbekli Tepe pillar underneath the ground, and here's 1 death and 7 death, and this was 7 death. Is the tradition of Kali, all the people with their tongue sticking, all the angry gods with their tongue sticking out. This is on Mars. It certainly looks like that guy to me. I wish I could see that side of the face, but that looks like a tongue. I did not find this. Someone else found this and put it on the web. They just didn't know what it was. It's all by itself. It's the decapitated head sticking out. It's tongue. Okay, so let's keep moving. This is found on Mars. It's another geoformation that's really big. It's Squatterman. It's Squatterman with a smiley face. It's also same position. It's Viracocha. Okay, so this is Viracocha as well. This is another thing on Mars. Okay, it's Squatterman. It's Squatterman. This is not pareidolia. This is Squatterman. They geoformed the whole thing. And this is also, what does that look like? Stalk of corn, right? It's a stalk of corn from the Popol Vuh. The Popol Vuh knew that shape. This is Viracocha. This is the corn. This is the Popol Vuh. We already know some more obvious stuff, like there are pyramids. This is long been found on Mars. There's a pyramid on Mars. This looks like a pyramidion to me. This is something else somebody put on there. I can see the figures right here. I know everybody, oh, you're making stuff up. No, I'm not. They are hidden symbols. If you could see hidden symbols, they wouldn't be hidden, right? So it matches the Ben stone. I'm going to pull it up. Look where these guys are. It matches head. This is a Ben stone. This is a Ben stone. It's concealed. I'm not crazy. They've been using this technique for thousands of years to stay hidden because it works. If you're not an initiate, if you don't know that it's there, you will not see it. You will tell yourself it doesn't exist. All right, so somebody else. This is from Graham Hancock himself. Found this is and again, this is the cosmic mountain that they're creating. So keyhole structure on Mars, keyhole tomb, Kofun, Japan. It's a match. That's from Graham Hancock, the man. Graham the man. So it's the cosmic mountain, keyhole structure on Mars, keyhole tomb. Oh, look where else it is. Ancient origins. Thank you. Cappadocia, Turkey, and Superman. It's these images have stayed around in the occult, in the underground. They are imprinted on our psyche. They are they retain power with us even today. I don't know if this artist knew what he was doing, or if it's just in his mind, because it's all in all of our minds, because it was such a terrible event. Or he did know, and he's putting it out in the open, just like the back of the dollar bill. The unfinished pyramid with the all-seeing eye at the top is the cosmic mountain. Okay, so here again is the face of Mars, right? Look on either side. You see this? You see the circles, just like Squatterman, and you're like, oh yeah, now you're really imagining things. Am I? Because look how stunted he is. Look at the big head and little arms and everything. That's Viracocha. That's Viracocha, right there. How did they know that was Viracocha? How did they know? Right? Okay, this was also found by somebody on the web. It's a stela. It's a Göbekli Tepe. And they even were able to trace the figures on it. It's this scene which we see a million times in ancient art. It's this. The people coming up to the Lord to say something. The servants coming up to the master. These are the same image. This is from Sumeria, and this is from the Popol Vuh. It's the exact same image. Look how he's got the rafters. See how the rafters go up? See how he's holding a light bulb? See how he's holding whatever that is? This is the same image. This image is on Mars, and it's divided just like the Narmer stone. The 1, 2, 3. I'd love to know what this is. But they recognize this. Whoever did this, congratulations. I don't know if you knew what it was, but it's the same image. I don't know what they're trying to tell us with this. Did we come for help, or I don't know. This is showing a scene of what happened, and it's repeated in history, and it's found on Mars. Here's some other things people have found on Mars. This is other stuff. Amphora. This is, there's an amphora that would be hidden on Mars. They have found Sekhmet, the goddess Sekhmet statue. Okay, this guy. This is Seven Death. He's a skull. He's kind of missing. This is also Ophiuchus. This is his beard. This is his beard. This eye would be messed up. This is his beard. But since they didn't know it was his beard, they thought he just had like lines here, and they didn't know what the lines meant. So the lines became, this is from Sacsayhuaman, became this guy. Look, it's Ophiuchus. He's holding the snake, and that was a beard, but they didn't realize it was a beard, and so they turned him into this. It's Squatterman. But on Ophiuchus, this is a beard, but look at that scary face that they gave him. This is an actual, it's colored so you can see it, but this is an actual thing. Where have you seen that face before? It's here in the bottom corner, that because he's Seven Death. He's also the, I drew him right there. This is something that the tribes people in South, this is a mask that they make. It's a match, and it's also Darth Vader. George Lucas knows just about every single design of a Star Wars alien is found in the Popol Vuh and in different aspects. He took it all. Star Wars is an occult work of art. So is Indiana Jones. I'm going to do a whole video and I'm going to lay it all out. Basically, every single shot they're recreating. They're recreating the Atlantis template. There's action in between, but it goes from symmetry, symmetry, symmetry. Stanley Kubrick did it as well. M. Night Shyamalan gave an interview once where he said that I know the secret formula for making movies that only Steven Spielberg knows. This is it. He's on that movie Signs. The box cover has the Atlantis template on it. Okay, so let's continue. I'm not crazy. The elite know. The elite know. They've been using the power of the Squatterman image to sell you things and to control you, because it's also the streets of Washington, D.C. So here's Ophiuchus, again, with the star Rosselhaig. That's really bright. That's why it's a weird eye like that. This is Sri Lanka, and this is Altamira Man. 140,000 years old. I'm just going to put that out there right now. I'm not going to go into depth and say anything more. It's a match. Let's continue. This is on Mars. You see our old friend here again. That's Ophiuchus, or Seven Death, once again. And this is much larger. You see how the eyes are different. This, and you could say I'm seeing things, but it matches. I think they keep on repeating this. This is their holy art. All right, I want to show you this. This is the old city of David, Proto-Israel. This is the beginning of Israel. And the tradition of Shamir says that Solomon had a special technique of cutting the stones. I think this is a match. This is the, I don't know, they said it was some kind of a grub or something like that. There are grubs that eat limestone that he may have used, and this does look like that grub as well. So I think they might be all three. You see how the grub they showed is a match for the city of David. I'm also going to show you this now. This is on Mars. It's the same shape. And look, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do this one first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I guess there's one extra. Maybe they were counting that as one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is this on Mars. I don't know if this is saying that the Jewish faith were the people from Mars, along with the Mayans, or maybe it was one and the same. I don't know. I'm just showing you that I'm wildly speculating here. The city of David and what they said were their stone eating. Look at those marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. That matches this on Mars. That also matches this painting from ancient Australia. I think this is where the Jesus fish came from. This was originally the grub, or the the snail or some kind, and it became the Jesus fish. But that's where that comes from. These are some other things. I think that's it. You see the Aboriginal, I hate using that word, the indigenous Australians, same thing. That's a Yangana. That's the, these actually fly. If you put, they've done testing of them and stuff. This is also found on Mars. I thought it looked a lot like that guy. Same place, and I think he's missing a head, just like that. The head would be there. I think this is from Mars, and this is found in Istanbul. All right, so one death. This is a stone. Nobody knew it was on the right. Nobody knew what it was. On the left, I matched it. Why is one death on Mars? Look at the lines in the face. Look at the nose. This is one death. Nobody knew what this was. They said, oh, it's just a strange rock. It's one death from the Popol Vuh. Why is there Mayan imagery on Mars? All right, I want to show you this guy again real quick. This is also found in ancient Madanagaru. It shows again just how they were with the anthropomorphic. This is the matches for the back of the Moai. They only had the one image. That's what they kept recreating, an imagery from it. I want to go back to this because remember this guy that I showed you? This is one of our hero twins. Yeah, that's on Mars. That's Mars. Am I seeing things? You take a look right here. Look at him. Okay, so what happens here is All this up here becomes his headgear, right? He turns into that guy. Why is that guy on Mars? Am I seeing things? That's too exact. I mean, this is more than any Virgin Mary in a potato chip. This is, that's a match, and he's on Mars. What's going on? Okay, so here it is. This is the ultimate piece of information that I told you would convince you utterly. Our government knows. Our government has known. If you don't know, Cairo translates into Mars. What I have discovered is that Giza is a map of Mars. The pyramids are a map of Mars. They do not. Maybe they do line up also with the Belt of Orion. The Belt of Orion apparently was, very important as well. But for the most part, they are a map of Mars, and I'll show you. On the right, it's also a template, by the way. The entire area. On the right, we have the three main pyramids, and we have the Muslim graveyard. Matt at Ancient Architects talks about the Muslim graveyard a lot. He says there's something there that we'll never be able to find because of what it is, but a Muslim graveyard. But there's something ancient there. This is the 1, 2, 3 matches this on Mars. 1, 2, 3, and there's the Muslim graveyard. It's the Cosmic Mountain. It's the Cosmic Mountain from Squatterman. They have recreated Cairo is Mars. They have recreated the map of these things on the Earth, as above, so below. Now, when I saw this, I was like, well, geez, there's got to be, what is this area called? It's the Olympus Mons. Olympus Mons. And I was like, there's got to be something there. This matches completely Olympus Mons. Guess where the USA has a rover right now? Look it up. Google. This is exactly where we are searching. This is exactly why our rover is there. NASA knows this, and they are searching for our extraterrestrial roots. It's a perfect match. They have an entire planet to explore. Why are they in the Olympic Mons? Because it matches this on Earth. 1, 2, 3, Muslim graveyard. 1, 2, 3, Muslim graveyard. This is where our rover is right now. I want to show you this. This is Squatterman. That's in Nigerian cave art. Look at the pattern that is on him. This was a plasma pattern they saw in the sky. In the Popol Vuh, they call this the 100 Drunk Boys. In my last video, I was mentioning there's a road that nobody knows what it is. This is Monte Sierpe. I'm sorry, I'm not hoping it, but this is that. This is that. This is the 100. This is the 100 drunk boys that are on the side of the Squatterman that appeared. Yeah, there's a close-up of it right there. It's also right here, and they did it in the megalith forms and stuff. This was released by NASA. This is what we are putting on the Olympic Mons. Look how much they said this was the tread. Why does the tread look so much like that? Like that? What is the treads going on? I think that, and here they're making the circles. They're saying they're drill and stuff. I think they're making Squatterman up there. I mean, they're doing the science as well, but they're killing two birds with one stone here. I think they're trying to see if they write what they see up there in that section, maybe something will happen. Or maybe they've figured it out as far as that's code, that's a language or something. But that's why are these all straight and then there's a pattern all of a sudden? This is the tread of the rover that we have up there. And I just think that looks a lot like that sort of old-timey piano kind of marking, maybe that's a reach. I don't know. I think that's their spaceship. I'm sorry, I can't make high. It's shaped like the. This is in Japan. It looks like a flying saucer. I hate even saying that word. Where's the one that I... It's this guy. And they're showing you the inside like this as to how they sit. This is a spaceship model that they have made of their cruiser, of what it is. I know that sounds nuts. Oh yeah, then tell me why we are at Olympic Mons. It's like it's all there. I never wanted to make this video. I never wanted to say there's something going on. But I think what happened was there was the Squatterman event happened in our distant past. It destroyed Mars. They came here. It's ancient aliens. I hate saying that. I really do. I was really counting on the ingenuity of man, but there is a connection that I cannot deny between our ancient past and Mars. I cannot deny my own eyes, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't know what to think. I think this is an urgent message to humanity. I think our government is racing to be the first ones to find out what the hell's there, why this was recreated on Earth. There's a lot going on right now as far as the UFO being divulged and stuff like that. I don't know. Is this an awakening? Is that why I've got these ideas and this awareness all of a sudden? Am I one of the Richard Dreyfuss people I don't know. I'm not a conspiratorial person. I'm not. I'm a normal guy. I have a normal job. I'm not asking for any money, Patreon, none of that stuff. I'm just putting ideas and research out there that I find. That's a lot. Anyway, I'm Steve. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you on the next. I'm going to work on my book for a little bit, so I probably won't have a video for a couple of days. And then I got some other. I could release a video. I could release an hour video every single day for the next year. There's so much material. It's like as if someone said, "Prove that today's world exists." Well, where do you want me to start? Here's a remote control. Here's a phone. It's. I feel like I'm the only kid at an Easter egg hunt where all the Easter eggs are already laying out on the ground. It's up to me to pick it all up because I unlocked it. I know what this is. So thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. If you disagree with me, that's fine. Just be respectful and stuff like that. And don't troll and don't, I love talking about this stuff. It's my favorite topic. So I'll engage, but come at me with logic and stuff, don't just come at me like, well, it can't exist, so it doesn't exist. That's not a valid argument to me. Okay. Have a great day, everybody. See you on the next one. Peace.